Hello, I'm Gemma from the MANSUS team. If you are not familiar with MANSUS, which is short for Manufacturing Sustainability, then it's probably helpful to start with the fact that we are on a mission to build connections that drive sustainable manufacturing. And what do we mean by that? Well, what we really mean is we want to help connect the people who have the insights, the solutions, the ideas and the answers with the manufacturing leaders who are looking for ways to future-proof their manufacturing operation. MANSUS exists because actually there is lots of great content, information and media out there that focuses on sustainability. But when we look at industrial sustainability, when we think about manufacturing as a sector, the message of sustainability becomes more complex, and therefore we need to have a more niche dialogue, a more niche conversation, and build a community and a collective and content that serves the specific needs. Over the course of the last couple of years, we've been developing content that does just that tells the stories about the solutions, the ideas, and the impact that we can have if we as an industry work to progress sustainability in manufacturing. We have had the pleasure of talking with lots of different sustainability leaders throughout the last couple of years, and the thing that comes up time and time again is the concept of collaboration. It's important to set the tone from the start though. We understand that our audience are manufacturing leaders who are trying to actually balance a lot of complex business challenges and find solutions. They're trying to be more responsible. They're trying to balance risk and investment around that. But also they're thinking about efficiency, productivity, supply chain. They're thinking about how they become more commercially sustainable. And actually, at the heart of all of it, what they all want is to ensure that they are future-proof, that they have a manufacturing organisation that is fit for purpose in the future. It is important that this space is inclusive of different voices, different dialogue, and that we ask and answer the right questions at a time where we are politically divided, where there is so much overwhelm in terms of information, regulation is constantly shifting. We need to know the answers, and also we need to come together as a community to ask the right questions. I recently looked up the etymology of the word community, and one of the things that came back in my search was this idea of joint ownership. And I think now more than ever we need joint ownership if we're going to move the dial when it comes to this critical moment where we need to impact change in industry. So what are we trying to do about that at MANSUS? Well, a big part of the puzzle for us is helping manufacturing operators go from this place of not knowing to a place of knowing and action and results. The problem that we're trying to help manufacturers solve is accessing good, reliable and inclusive information around how they future-proof their business. One of the ways we do that is we have Agents of Change, where I host a podcast that talks with the people leading the conversation in sustainable manufacturing. We have Sustainable Horizons, which is a video series where we actually look at the solutions driving change in our industry. And now we are excited to share with you MANSUS Voices. This is that bit where joint ownership comes to play. We are sharing our platform with the voices in our industry who have the questions, the answers, solutions, skills to help us move this industry forward into the future. So what is MANSUS Voices? A collection of articles written by multiple authors at various points throughout the manufacturing industry. We want to hear their ideas, their insights, and often the challenging questions that need to take place in order for us to have shared dialogue. Collaboration and community is at the heart of what we are trying to do with MANSUS. So I invite you, and if you are asking yourself, am I a sustainability leader? The thing I would say in response is, are you trying to impact change in your organisation and in the wider industry so that we can have a more resilient manufacturing industry for tomorrow? And by resilient, we also at MANSUS, what we believe that means is that we think about people and planet in that process. So you don't have to be a sustainability leader that has a head of sustainability in your title, though we do want to hear from you. You can be a sustainability leader at any point in your organisation. In a recent episode of Agents of Change, we sat down with ASME where Jana Aranda actually talked about sustainability leaders being across an organisation, that actually we all have the ability to become sustainability leaders. And not only that, we need to develop the skills in order to impact change in our varied roles. This isn't about running a sprint, so it's not about getting from A to Z as quickly as possible. I think about this more as a relay, having a coordinated approach. Whether you want to take part in a MANSUS Voices article or develop a series of articles that help you explore and build on your thought leadership, I want to hear from you. If you want to join me in an episode of Agents of Change where we can have real dialogue around a subject that you're passionate about, I want to hear from you. And of course, if you have a technology, a solution, or a skill that you want to deep dive into and you want to explore an episode of Sustainable Horizons, we want to hear from you too. So please get in touch with me, Gemma at virtualheromedia.com, to get the conversation started. Join me in MANSUS Voices, where we want to help you connect, learn and grow to help drive sustainable manufacturing